Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. Sorry. Welcome. It is Sunday, October 20th of 2024, and we are here, as always, for our weekly analysis to take a look at our watch list and see what's going on in the markets for the week ahead. Cannot believe October is almost over. Barry, I can't believe it. Can you?
Yeah, it's moved by fast. We have like 10 more days, I
Yes,
believe.
about 10, 11 more days, and that's it. Um, all right, so let's see who's with us. Let's see. Hi, Agostino. It's so lovely to have you with us as always. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start the analysis, and if there's any questions, let us know once we complete the analysis. Barry, are you ready to get started?
Yes, I am ready. I bet you can see my screen.
I
Yeah,
can.
I will need you from time to time to read for me the comments.
All
That's
right.
why I asked. Right. Okay, right. Let's get right into it. So we have euro dollar right here. So euro dollar managed to break this trend line that we discussed on Wednesday. I just said a break of a trend line will be enough, and that's what happened. So we jumped right into it. Yeah, and we are still in profit. It looks like we are ready to bounce from here, this area. I believe this is the low on euro dollar. Then we might be seeing ourselves coming all the way to 0.9725 in the coming week. So that's literally the target. Once we also cross above this resistance level, I do believe we'll shoot even up further than uh, before. Like we'll just cover all this area till we reach this pin bar. That is our take profit area. So that's what I am seeing for next week. Let's look at US Tech 100, which is NAS 100. Yeah, so with NAS 100, it's still loading. All right, well, why is it not showing up? Right. There seems to be something wrong with C Trader right now. Okay. Let me try and restart this. Then we get back on. Okay, right. So let's go back to NAS 100. Yeah, all right. So with NAS 100, we are still on our way to make a new high. So we just had a slight pullback, then a push up slightly. So we're yet to see how the following week will be. I actually think in this coming week, we may actually just push all the way up, make a new high from our previous high over here, then maybe push slightly down, then finally hit our targets. So I actually think next week we might actually make a new high on US 30. So just watch that in this coming week. Nothing much to say on oh sorry, not US 30, NAS 100. So let's also look at US 30 as well. We see what's happened of late, what's going on. So with US 30, we had a breakdown here, but that doesn't signal for us to enter. We had to enter once we break the support level over here, and the market just kept on moving higher. So that means we draw a trend line over here. though this trend line seems a little bit steep, but it's showing a break of the trend line right there. But as always, we always want to wait for confirmation. So we will be waiting to see price drop at least below 43,000. Then we could probably see ourselves coming all the way down. So I believe ourselves coming below here. Once we close, we may have this kind of movement. Then possibly we can see US30 crash all the way down to these levels. And as US30 keeps on going further up, the more we are actually losing confidence in these previous levels. So this level down here is mostly unlikely to be hit, but rather here would be more likely to be hit. But we actually even have a pink bar, which is right here, close to 42,000. That would be our first target. So it's best we aim for closer targets than these longer term ones. So that's what I'm actually anticipating on US30. Then let's look at dollar yen. Dollar yen, we have been riding this for quite some time since mid-September. It has already clocked 1 month. We're just holding this trade. So we are actually right above this green line. So we might actually see the market even push further up strongly, probably in this coming week. That's what I'm anticipating. Then we can reach 53500, 153,500. So that's what I'm anticipating for this coming week. So what we might see is a push up, then we might come all the way down here, retest that, then go all the way up. So but it's I feel it's highly unlikely that this target will be reached next week. Probably the following week after, like when we have NFP, we might actually have a bullish candle like we had over here, somewhere here, that may actually take us all the way up to our target. And then from there, maybe we can start looking for shorts on dollar yen, or maybe not, or maybe just continue with the upward movement. But we are yet to see what comes out of this. So let's now move over to CAD Swiss, the ever consolidating pair. So right now we are still consolidating on CAD Swiss, though there's still indication. We have checked sentiment. Yeah, so we are still in this longer term consolidation, and what we might actually see is the market either come all the way down coming next week, then probably bounce from this level, then continue all the way up, or we might actually go all the way up to this top level. Then maybe this might be the final break, and then we may go all the way up and hit the target here. That is a second scenario. So we are still in a consolidation, like a very long-term consolidation. So we are yet to see what happens in the coming weeks. Probably by the end of the year, we might actually go either right above this consolidation or right below this consolidation, then probably hit our stop loss, then that will be the end of it, or hit our take profit, and that will be the end of it. But of course, we have more profit potential going for our take profit. So that's what I'm actually seeing on CAD Swiss. Let's look on pound yen. Pound yen, we still haven't broken above this box area. We have touched it, which is great. So what I'm anticipating for next week, we might have a pullback coming down to these support levels over here, then probably bounce from there, make a new high, then probably touch again the resistance level and make it support, then probably bounce from there. But same scenario, I don't really think that pound yen will be one of those pairs that will hit the target in just like this coming week. This looks like the time for probably NFP, or the week after NFP, then maybe we can see movement hitting our take profit over there. So we are still holding this, continuing it. We also were holding this since the beginning of, or rather mid-September. So we are yet to see this continue to the upside, and we're not too far from it because this is 195 and our target is literally 200. So basically £1 equals 200 yen. So that's what I'm anticipating on pound yen. So let's look at dollar Mexican. So dollar Mexican was actually a well thought out entry. So for this one, we actually entered when the market dipped to this slight support level, and then we bought from here, and it looks like we have to make a new high because we could not draw. There was no trend line that could be drawn. I'm sure I've mentioned this a couple of times, like when a trend line is extremely slopey like this, that means the market will just do like a real strong pullback, and then from there start to make a new high so that you can be able to draw a good enough trend line. But when it's extremely parabolic, we can't really draw a good enough trend line. So right now it seems we can draw a trend line which is good enough when we probably make a new high over here. So I'm actually seeing the market probably slightly pull back in the next, in probably Monday, Tuesday. Then we might hit our target. Then from there, we might draw a trend line that we may start to look for our shorting opportunities. So that's what I'm actually seeing on dollar Mexican. So which other pair have we not covered? So we have covered all of these. So let's actually look at also pound dollar. We're going to cover gold last. So yeah. So pound dollar, same scenario. We broke the trend line, which is great. So from here, we might actually be seeing the market move slightly down for Monday, maybe even a gap to the downside or a gap to the upside. If we do have a gap to the upside, you know what's going to happen. The market will have to fill in that gap. Then from there, that's when maybe we can see upward movement, probably coming all the way to 134. I am personally not entering into pound dollar. I think I have entered into it quite a number of times, and I just want to cut my losses on this one. So, but this is what I'm actually anticipating for pound dollar. I'm already in euro dollar, so that risk overall will not make sense. But overall, we are already standing in good profit right now. So I will stay away from pound dollar for now. If I do see something worthwhile, like a really, really good trade, then probably I might enter. But for now, I'm still watching, maybe looking for some further shorting opportunities on pound dollar. So let's also look at, do I look at US30, NAS 100, pound dollar. So these are the three which are left. We're going to cover gold last. So don't you worry, everyone. We are going to cover gold last. So let's actually look at the dollar index. Let's see what it's telling us. What is the dollar index telling us? All right. So this USDX. All right. So dollar index has continued its upward move. We are currently on this trend line. It seems we may be bouncing off it. So two scenarios here. If we do bounce, off this trend line, we may actually be seeing ourselves making a new high. So just right above here, that's what I'm anticipating. So if we do bounce above this trend line, we might be making a new high. If not, then what we may actually be seeing is if this trend line is broken, this will be an area of support that we may be looking to breach. So we may see something like this, then maybe Well, I'm using the wrong 2 right now, so let me just clear that. So we may see something like this till this support level is broken, then maybe that. Then we can actually change our bias, even probably enter into pound dollar as well. So that's what I'm anticipating. So, but as of now, if we do bounce off this level, like maybe we have a green candle starting Monday, this can indicate that the dollar is strengthening, and we'll be looking for a new high to be broken here. Once that is there, so that will mean that we might actually be looking for some shorting opportunities, maybe on euro dollar, pound dollar, you name it, USD yen, dollar, Canadian, yeah, all of that, like dollar strength in the coming week. So Monday, Tuesday will tell us where we're going with the dollar index. That's all I can say on this one. Next pair we can look at is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has been doing the most actually. We are close to 70,000, or maybe we have already reached there. No, we are close to 70,000. We just had this spike to the upside. So we're currently at 68,500. So we are yet to reach this box area. Once we actually make a new high and breach it, then you know where we're going. We're probably going to 80,000, I believe. So this is what I'm anticipating on Bitcoin at this current moment. Once we break this box area, then we may be going to 80,000, like making an all-time high again. And remember what I always say, December is where you can actually look to see Bitcoin make higher and higher gains. So that's what we're also anticipating. But in the meantime, yeah, if you're looking for shorts on Bitcoin, you can look for them, because this is what our trend line is telling us. But it's a bit iffy, as this has been a consolidating Saturday and Sunday. So I don't see much movement. So we'll probably be looking to make a new high, probably right close to 70,000, and maybe we can draw a good trend line. Then from there, once we have break, goes below support, then yeah, we might be looking for some shorting opportunities on Bitcoin. So this is also an area you need to keep also an eye watch. This could be a reversal area around 70,000. So that's what I'm also anticipating. But if we go right through it, then we might be seeing 80,000 and above. So from there, that's why maybe we'll be looking for some longing opportunities. But for now, we're just on the sidelines. 70,000 is the goal. And let's see where that takes us. So, the last but not least, Brent oil. Well, that's not last and not least, but we're going to look at also gold. So Brent oil did exactly what we were anticipating, though it had a short-term consolidation, which was here, but it broke to the downside. And so with what we might be seeing for the following week, reaching $70 per barrel. So that's what we're actually anticipating. Apart from that, nothing else to do. Then when we reach this area, like if even if we just touch this box area, we should be now looking probably from some long opportunities on Brent oil. So that is my anticipating on Brent oil. So now let's look at our last instrument, which is gold. All right, so gold. Yeah, so gold has been flying for this previous week. I still could see it, consider it going even higher. We broke the previous high around 2675, which is great. We have made the all-time high at 2721. So right now, the target is 2780. This is where the target is. We are not too far from that. We are literally $60 less going to 2780. So what I'm actually anticipating for next week, we may actually have a slight pullback. Probably we may see something like this coming back into this resistance level. So we're going to look for what is called resistance becoming support. So then we might see something like this. Then gold may actually look to make a new high afterwards. Then maybe we can see 2780. Or you can forget all of that out of the window. Gold can just even probably just do a crazy parabolic move going to the upside, like we have seen on different pairs as well, where gold may actually do something like this, where it does make a parabolic move, something like that, with no support whatsoever. And then for us to actually draw a good trend line, like somewhere here, the market will probably have to drop slightly like so. Then that's when it may make a new high, then hit our take profit. Then from there, we can be looking for some shorting opportunities if we do see a reason to probably short gold. But as of now, I still feel gold is going to the upside. So this coming week, look for two scenarios: a parabolic move for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, or we may have a pullback to our previous resistance, which was somewhere here. Then that may become support. Then we might actually start to make new highs, then probably hit a take profit. So those are the two scenarios which I'm anticipating on gold this coming week. I know the drawings sometimes look a bit messy, but I'm trying to illustrate what we may actually see next week. Most of the times I was just using the arrows pointing and everything like that. But I hope everything is fine for people to see it that way, like the drawings and everything, just to have a clear picture of what the market may do in this coming week. So I guess this is where we can take any questions or other pairs that people may be interested in. Ria, what are the comments saying?
What are the comments saying, Barry? What
Yeah.
time frame are you using for the analysis?
Oh,
Which is a
4 hour as yeah.
4 hour chart.
Mm-hmm. Who do we have with today?
I don't know. I mean, we have Agostino, we have the other ones, there aren't really any names. So
Okay. No, Augustino
hold on.
is our number one fan.
He's our number one fan. He's the one that we're most familiar with.
Yeah, most definitely. So yeah, everyone else who's probably watching the recording, it's always great to join our live market analysis so that we can also get to know you by name and not just as a viewer and everything like that. And then we can also help in whatever regard you want some answers to the markets, understanding anything, I don't know, something like that. So yeah. Right. So I believe I am done with the analysis for this week. I hope everyone has a great trading week. Ria, do you have anything for us this week in terms of
Other than the fact that
promotion?
we do have a promotion going on right now, 40% off of a 200,000 200K account. So if you head over to our website, you can learn more about those details about that account and those features. And yeah, take advantage of that promo before it ends. I believe Tuesday is the last day.
All right, awesome. Ria,
Are you
you went
done?
off.
We're all
Yeah, I
done?
am.
All right, guys. Well, then I guess that means we'll see you on Wednesday.